And I'm here flashing the cash for you pieces of trash, you marks, you peasants. I am here. And I am, you damn know it. I am the golden one. Ricky Coleman, this is no Dune, but this is the channel of channels, and it's the People's Wrestling Channel. This is another movie review. I'll just put my money away. Plenty to get through, plenty to promote, lots of money to be making. So let's get right down to it. It's going to be the Don't Listen movie review, movie on Netflix, horror film. As I always say, if you've seen it, let me know. If you haven't, go and watch it. Come back, let me know what you thought. Get your comments in. Let me know what you thought of my review. So, this movie's dubbed over. Not too sure what language it's actually in, but dubbed over. Good, decent horror film. Here come the spoilers. If you haven't already watched it, like I said, go and watch it. So, got this little boy and his parents, mum and dad, living in his house. He just moved into a house. The father's doing the house up, renovating it. The boy hears voices. The voices communicate through him electronically, so they communicate to him through a walkie-talkie, through his toys. The voices want him to do bad things, or they're evil spirits. They want him to do bad things. If he doesn't do these bad things, they'll make him do these bad things. This woman he didn't want to do something. This woman appeared and basically made him do the thing he didn't want to do. And basically, he draws pictures and it becomes true. He had a therapist. He drew a picture of a branch. She crashes and the branch goes straight through her and kills her. But what won't kill you is going here, right here. Protein teas, Gormans, all 5 designs. Make sure you get them. Make sure you buy every single one. Hand them out to your friends. Hand them out to your family. Do it right now. So this boy then dies. This kid that keeps on into a pool. The father, the first night goes to close it. The second night goes to close it, and the boy's actually dead in the pool. You all think, and then you're thinking that, it's the voices that have killed him. They go to his funeral. The mum moves away. The father's still there, having a lot of problems. He then hears on the walkie-talkie what he thinks is his son calling for help, shouting for help. He puts it on a laptop. The voice is still there. So then he goes to see a well-renowned spirit person who can get in contact with the spirits, written a book about it. He brings this guy in. This guy helps. His daughter can see that. So this guy's daughter, the spirit guy, the spirit person, what you would call him, medium, I suppose they're called. The father of the boy is outside, but they use heat-seeking things, and they all use all different things to try and basically contact spirits, contact the dead, find out what's going on, find out what's happening. She then can see a person in the kid's room. She thinks it's the father of the boy, but he's outside. Her father then goes to find it, and it's stood right in front of him. He can't see it with his own eyes, but with a heat-seeking thing, he can. But what you can see with your plain eyes is this. Caviar and champagne. Put all my socials and me. Follow me. Do all of that. So the boy who's died, then somehow, some way contacts his mom and cries out for help to his mom. Again, contacting it electronically. The mum goes to visit the home, ends up hanging herself. But before that happens, there's dead cats in the trays. This is kind of to ward people off, to warn them away. The spirits don't want everybody there. Mum then hangs herself. Obviously, the dad is devastated. They then play it back, and they see that someone's kind of the spirit that's in the room has helped her hang herself. So the spirit must have got into her and possessed her. The medium is then dreaming of his ex-wife, and he starts cutting himself, cutting his wrist. Wakes up and he's actually cutting his wrist. The daughter's freaking out. What's going on? Then the film continues. Then they find these flies coming out. What actually happens is a fly goes into somebody and it's kind of possessing them, making them do things. So the fly goes inside, it's evil, goes inside their ear, makes them do crazy things, makes them possessed, flies out and goes into this hole in the room, the wall. They find out where the hole goes, and it's kind of this underground thing because the house was built on top of a mental institute, mental home, where and in this mental home they tortured people, and they find in a cage a witch. The medium guy person touches a cage, has this vision that because her mouth is all disfigured, and they put something in the mouth and like a contraption, basically torture. But he finds out that she's an evil witch, and she has been causing all this horror, all this terror, and it's all her fault. But what's not your fault is you watching this for an upcoming video. Right there, be there. WrestleMania predictions, WrestleMania review. predicting both nights, reviewing both nights with not one, but two guests, one of those guests all the way from Germany. So, continue this review, continue this movie. We're almost done here. The daughter then gets possessed, stabs her dad, but the dad then throws petrol or gas onto the witch, burns her, because the person's a witch, burns her. The daughter snaps out of it. But then the dad remembers, because there's a spot on his pillow, a fly goes in, comes out, blood drops out, and we see what happened. There was a father actually went to and took his son and drowned his son and killed him. So it was all him. He got possessed and he killed him. He realizes this, can't live on his own, and shoots himself. And there we go. That's the end of the film, really. So a good, decent horror film. I'm actually going to give 7 stars out of 10. I said, if you haven't watched it, go and watch it. I recommend it. Come back, let me know what you think. So that is the final video for this week. Coming up on Monday, be here, TNT Wrestling Ignite the Fire review. But before I go, we've got plenty of promotion to do. I'll start with other people's promotions. So, Domcast, check it out. Here is a link. So right there is the link for the podcast. If you love your wrestling, go and check it out. Once again, Domcast. Also on Facebook and on YouTube, Pancakes and Power Slams. So it's a weekly show. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on Facebook. Weekly show on Wrestling Rumors page on Facebook. Chris Featherstone does a weekly show. Does lots. If you're a wrestling fan, it's a place to be. There's a Bro Show with Vince Russo. Interviews wrestlers each and every week from the WWE, from the Impact, on Sportskeeda every single Tuesday. And then following that is the Pancakes and Power Slam show on Wrestling Rumors. So check that out. Once again, Facebook and YouTube. NAW, New Albany Wrestling. This is a pay-per-view coming up, Royal Jubilee, from, you can see there, April 3rd to April 8th. And I, in fact, am the champion, or one of the champions. I am the European champion. Another championship added to my already illustrious, long list of titles I have won. Let's get to my promotion, as we always do. So, Protein Tees Goldmans. Facebook, Ricky J. Pate. The old Twitter machine, Rick the Rock 30. My link tree that's also in the description, Ricky G34, also in the description, is Dom's podcast, so check that out. WWA, a World Wrestling Alliance on Facebook. And last and never ever least, for those month-long shout-outs, you like and subscribe. Speaking of shout-outs, I have got one to do. Ian McWilliams, thank you to you once again for subscribing. And before I go, a quick, another final look of all what I've just been talking about. My socials, and my Twitter, my YouTube, Linktree, Facebook. Give you a second or two to jot that down. And I'm going to go pour some champagne, eat some caviar, eat some lobster, and bang some babes. So there we have it. All of my socials. Once again, Domcast. The link is in the description. NWA New Albany Wrestling is a pay-per-view coming up. Like I said, I'm the champion, or one of the champions, European champion. Go and find that on Facebook. And Pancakes and Power Slams on Wrestling Rumors each and every week after NXT. But before that is a weekly interview Chris Featherstone, Dr. Fig Chris Featherstone interviews a wrestler, like I say, from the WWE, from Impact, referees, announcers, you name it, he interviews them. On Monday, like I said, TNT Wrestling Ignite the Fire review. Be right here. But for now, it is Ricky Goldman.